where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was scarred with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Pistoling out my darkest while sizzling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? Welcome to the premiere Knicks in the Nighttime show. I'm your main man, the number one chief rockin' Knicks universe, Uncle Freezy. What's good? What's good? What's good? Andios is in the building. Just Knicks is in the house. Okay. Danny Berry Sports Highlights is in the building. King Embert, salute. Man, I was set to come in here and just be so frustrated, man. I ain't gonna lie. But I think we still in good shape, man. We lost to Chicago. I didn't expect that. But I also didn't expect Josh Hart to be kicked out of the game early. So I still got my head up. I still got my head up, man. I'm still here. I'm still here. Yeah, King Embert, I'm with you, man. OG and Anunoby is out there getting the rust off. So that's kind of all that matter. So OG Anunoby is out there wearing that rust off. He looked a little rusty. The shot looked a little rusty. Amani the Great was good. Salute. Salute. You know. Yeah, man. I'm not hurt by it. We lost all the Chicago Bulls. People I know, they was texting me talking that cash trash because I was talking cash trash to them before tonight's game. And they made sure that they got me. I was talking cash trash to Chicago Bulls fans everywhere. All of y'all, man. I was talking cash trash to them, man. Classic Man is in the building. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I was kind of counting on this W tonight. And the thing I have to remember is anybody can lose to anybody. Trust me, the Milwaukee Bucks know that too. I think they lost to Charlotte tonight. I think the Bucks lost to Charlotte tonight, man. I'm just going to check it just to be sure. No, Orlando lost to Charlotte. Wow. Orlando lost to Charlotte tonight, and Milwaukee was Milwaukee lost to the Raptors. That's right. Wow. Wow. Talking about parity. Look at Quickly out here going for 25. Emmanuel Quickly out here going for 25 against Milwaukee. RJ Barrett out here going for 26. Gary Trent out here going for 31. Okay. Giannis didn't play. Okay, Giannis didn't play, but whatever. Bobby Portis filled in his spot. Bobby Portis is a hooper. Dame scored 36 points, though. But look at Quickly. Look at Quickly. Okay. Quickly and RJ combined for 51 points. All right. All right. I see him. So yeah, I'm not really it's that time of the year when narratives persist. People are going to tell you a bunch of weird stuff like, oh, it don't matter because such and such is going to be sitting everybody. Such and such is going to be sitting everyone. Like tonight, we lost to Chicago because they was just better than us. And it honestly, people have been hitting me from all directions about why we lost. And I have one reason why we lost. We were on the second night of a back-to-back, right? Second night of a back-to-back. Chicago was fresh. And even though that's part of it, Chicago just had more energy than us from the start. Chicago just jumped out ahead of us from the start, man. That's it. They just jumped out. They had a dude named Green. It looked like he was everywhere. And we didn't have the energy to match him. We just didn't. We just didn't have the energy to match a team that's going to be in the play-in. We didn't have the energy to match a play-in team. Does that tell me that? I think it tells me that our players are fatigued. Our players are fatigued, man. That's what that tells me. I wish I had a better answer, but I think our players were just fatigued. That's it. This team needs some rest, man. This team needs some type of break. When Josh Hart went down, we knew we were in for a long night, not because Josh Hart is the league MVP, but because we needed that energy from Josh Hart. We needed another body in a rotation. Honestly, everybody, Pastor J is in the building. Salute to my guy, Pastor J. Andio says our players are most definitely tired, but the Josh Hart Egyptian was crazy. Was weird. Yeah. Yeah. You can tell he tired, man. Josh Hart is tired, man. Josh Hart's tired. I think all these guys are tired. OG is rusty. Mitch is rusty. And I think they were probably, it felt like to me they were going through the motions, but I don't wanna question their professionalism like that. I think they were um doing the best they can do to put forth effort and stay healthy. That's what it looked like to me. That's what it looked like to me. And King Ember says, at least Josh Hart got some rest tonight. Yep. At least Josh Hart got some rest tonight. That is true. So we have Milwaukee on Sunday, a contest of two teams that may be struggling. The standings probably look weird right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm waiting on the stand. Okay. So the Knicks are the 5th seed, 2 games back. The Knicks are 2 games behind Milwaukee, the 2 seed. This is interesting. Let me check. I'm going to check Milwaukee's schedule the rest of the way. Not that it means a lot, but I want to look at something for clarity. Yo, get out of here. I'm going to put Milwaukee's remaining schedule on the screen. This is Milwaukee's remaining schedule. Milwaukee's remaining schedule is New York, Boston, Orlando, OKC, Orlando. We may be able to catch Milwaukee if we don't play with our food. Right? The Bucks' remaining schedule is New York, Boston, Orlando, Oklahoma City, Orlando. All of those teams are top 4 seeds and above. Top 5 seeds and above. Right? All right. So let me check for S&Gs. I'm going to check Cleveland. Schedule. So Cleveland has Los Angeles, Memphis, Indiana, Charlotte. All right. Salute to IKBM Dre. Classic man. Adam just sent me a creepy, weird text. Adam, if you listening, relax, bro. Classic man, stop being a stalker. Classic man is being a stalker right now. Stalker. Dre says you got to jump over 2 other teams. Yeah, no. Listen, Dre, you got to be patient, bro. You got to be patient. You got to relax, bro. I didn't just do Milwaukee, man. I was going through the other teams too. I just didn't get to them yet. Right. So I looked at Cleveland because Cleveland is right behind Milwaukee. So Cleveland's schedule is maybe a little lighter, and Los Angeles, Memphis, Indiana, and Charlotte. I think the toughest team out of that group for Cleveland are the Clippers and Indiana. You never, the Lakers are a mixed bag. You never know what you're going to get with the Lakers. You never know what you're going to get with the Lakers. Right? You just don't know. They may be world beaters one night and can't make a shot the next night. That's just who they are. But the Clippers are playing a little bit better. Memphis is bad but competitive. Indiana is matchup dependent, and Charlotte is just bad. But I'm gonna see what Charlotte has been like in their last 5 games, just to give us some context. So Charlotte, ironically, before tonight, they were 1-4 in their last 5 games before tonight. And ironically, the team that they beat in that stretch is Cleveland. Okay. So what about Orlando? Now let's look at Orlando. Let's look at Orlando's remaining schedule. We know they have Milwaukee twice, right? So Orlando has Chicago, Houston, Milwaukee, Philly, Milwaukee. This is interesting. Chicago just beat us tonight, right? And that's even without Kobe White for a large part of the game. Kobe White exited the game, and I don't think he returned. So with all that said, I was in a space where I was in a space where I thought we were all set for the 5 seed. No lie, coming right after the game, I was looking at buying playoff tickets in Orlando. And then I look at this schedule, thanks to y'all. Right? If I wasn't doing the Knicks at Night podcast right now, I probably would not have even looked at the remaining schedule for the other teams. Probably would have just been in Orlando with Adam and maybe and the rest of the Florida crew. Probably just been in mid Florida, you know, for the 2 playoff games. King Ribby is in the house. What's good, King Ribby? Salute to King Ribby from the greatest borough that has ever existed. That's my guy. Salute. Justo says Josh Hart must have taken Scott Foster's parking spot. The Scott Foster cat, from the outside looking in, looks like the shady referee. Right? I'm not criticizing Scott Foster or the calls he makes during games, because I know NBA players can be slick with the mouth. I listen. NBA players have admitted to as much, that some dudes bump their gums too much. Right? You've seen Carmelo Anthony wanna unalive Kevin Garnett. Right? You've seen Draymond Green go crazy in a game, have a meltdown. You've seen guys cross the line with referees, right? So I'm not gonna say Scott Foster's has an agenda, but it looks like it. The optics of it, the perception looks like it. The perception of it looks like, you know how sometimes perception can be reality? It shouldn't. Perception should not be reality, but a lot of times it looks like it, man. I don't when I saw Josh Hart didn't even look like, he sat there as if he wasn't even ejected from the game. But I think Josh Hart knew he was ejected from the game. I think Josh Hart knew he was ejected from the game. So what do we do now? So everybody, what are the areas of improvement? So chat, y'all tell me, what can the Knicks improve on? How do we get better from this? How do we avoid playing down to San Antonio and then playing up to OKC and then beating Sacramento, right? And then playing down to Chicago? How do we avoid this thing that we're on? Is this a How do we avoid this up and down as a team? The Knicks are in a precarious spot where they can win out the next 5 games, or they can lose the remaining 5 games, right? But at the same time, we know that it's probably going to be somewhere in the middle, maybe 47 wins. How do we avoid the trap of playing down to playing down to San Antonio, playing up to OKC, playing down to Miami, playing up to Sacramento, playing down to Chicago? Does that mean we're going to play up to Milwaukee and then play down to Chicago and then play up to Boston and then play down to Brooklyn? Somebody let me know. Y'all let me know if maybe I'm seeing some things. Am I chasing waterfalls? Classic man, are we chasing waterfalls right here? Are we chasing ghosts? Is this a fake out? Are the Knicks playing up and down to certain teams, playing to the level of the competition, or are they just fatigued and worn out? I honestly don't know. I heard everything in the book tonight from Knicks fans. Knicks fans have been messaging me since the game started that the refs are cheating. The Knicks look tired. I even somebody even said they don't know if Jalen Brunson is it. That person wants to be anonymous, right? But that person was like, "Yo, is Jalen Brunson even it? Can Jalen Brunson carry a team?" Tonight he looked like that guy. Tonight he was 35 points, kind of efficient shooting, 6 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 steals. He kind of looked like that guy tonight. Looked like a guy that can carry a franchise. I'm sorry. The guy I did think was going to step up tonight, and I gotta let him have it. I gotta let him have it. Right tonight, I thought was going to be the Hartenstein night. Tonight, look, no lie. Tonight, I thought it was going to be the Hartenstein night, right? 2 bigs that are not good defensively, right? A jump shooting big, and his backup is a rebounding big with no touch at the rim. I thought Hartenstein was going to go for 20 and 18 tonight. I'm not going to lie to you. Tonight looked like the Hartenstein night to me, and I don't want to throw my man under the bus, but Vucevic is not a defensive center. Drummond is not a defensive center. They both do one thing well and are pretty decent at another thing, right? Vucevic is a scoring big that can rebound a little bit. Well, a lot. And Drummond is a rebounding big that can get to the foul line anytime he wants. Now, does he hit his free throws? Probably not. Dripmore is in the building. JJ says both are good rebounders. Yeah, both are good rebounders. Well, when I was talking about that, I want to give Vucevic credit. He's a good rebounder. But tonight, it's not like Hartenstein was facing a Mitchell Robinson tonight. He wasn't. He was facing 2 bigs that were bigger than him, that he should have, in my book, probably taken advantage of. IKBM Dre says Tibbs not going to hack a Drummond. Yeah. 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 No lie. In this game, though, we had a few moments of we cut the lead to 4 and the team came down and was looking for 3-pointers, which is always a big mistake. When you're trying to cut the lead when you're trying to make it a 1-possession game, get to the free throw line. Anytime the mindset is cut down the lead into possessions, get to the free throw line, because for one, it gives you free throws, and free throws should be easy, and two, it stops the clock. Three, it gets the other team in foul trouble. You rack up fouls on the other team. Right? Keyshawn is in the building. Salute, salute, salute. Man, when we kicked the ball out to Dante, I was like, that's not the shot right there. And then the one we kicked out to OG in the corner, I was like, yeah, that's not the shot right there, OG and Anunoby. Come on. Because even if you cut it to a one-possession game, it's a 1-point game. Right? You cut it to a 1-point game, right? But the advantage for the defense is a long rebound. You get back in transition, and Javonte Green scores at the rim. And the other thing I want to mention also is this. I know Knicks fans don't like iso ball. In those moments coming down the stretch where we were down 7 and wanted to cut the lead to 5 or 4, man, right? It's not about what you want to see anymore. It's about what's effective. I know everybody wants, man, I want to see ball movement. Man, I hate ball stoppers. Uncle Freezy. Hey, man. Right there, they down the stretch, they should have cleared it out for Brunson and let Brunson go to work. I'm sorry. Because as good as Alex Caruso is as a defender, the one player in the NBA that has owned Alex Caruso is Jalen Brunson. I thought that to myself, but then I heard Mike Breen say it, and I was like, okay, well, we might be onto something here. Do we want a corner 3 from OG Anunoby returning from an elbow injury, or do we clear it out and let Jalen Brunson do the Brunson burner? For my money, I'm taking my chance on Jalen Brunson versus Alex Caruso. In a game where you have a lot of people, where you have a lot of your options eliminated, OG Anunoby is limited. Dante was streaky. Deuce offensively was good, but nothing from Burks. Bogey looks old. In that down the stretch, when it was 3 minutes left in the game, when it's crunch time, give the ball to Brunson. Give the ball to Brunson right there and let Brunson do the cooking against this team, right? Not saying do it all year. I'm not saying do it all year. I'm not saying Jalen Brunson needs to shoot 40 shots a game for the season. What I'm saying against this team, against us, Chicago ran a 2-wing ISO, spread the middle of the floor so that DeMar DeRozan can work his man and get to that free throw line, that elbow pull up. right? They wasn't moving the ball, bro. They wasn't moving the ball around. They ran a 2-man spread to each side, giving DeMar DeRozan the middle of the lane, right, to work on one defender, and DeMar DeRozan was just working his way to the elbow to get his jump shot up. They wasn't passing the ball, bro. You wasn't see. They wasn't out there trying to run back doors for Torrey Craig and pop out threes off the wing for Javonte Green. They spread the floor and let DeMar DeRozan go to work. For those that actually paid attention to the game, for those that actually knew what they were looking at. If you remember, man, down the stretch, they were giving that thing to DeMar DeRozan to bring them home. And when they collapsed on DeRozan that one time, I think Vucevic hit a 3 and put them back up by 8 and the game was over. This indeed, in my opinion, was the game where Isaiah Hartenstein was supposed to do something. And I'm imploring Isaiah Hartenstein to do something, right? You got to do something right here, man. When guys leave the game, other players have to step up, man. They have to do something. Yeah, they had. Yeah. Audio says, but nobody passed to him. Okay. Yeah, Hartenstein has to be aggressive. That's even if you have to game plan for that. You're playing against Vucevic, who's not. I'm gonna say he's a below average defender. I'm gonna say he's a below average defender, Vucevic, and I'm gonna say that Drummond, away from the rim, is a terrible defender. And when I mean away, I'm talking about 3 feet and beyond. I'm talking about 3 feet and beyond. He's a bad defender. I would love to have seen Hartenstein dominate their 2 bigs. And audio says still Hartenstein was a net positive. Him and OG, right? Yeah, no, I'm not. Slow down. I'm not saying that they play. I'm not saying that man played a bad game. We got to relax right here. If it was just to mention that he still played a good game regardless, I'm with you. But if it's one of those things where it feel like maybe I'm criticizing Hartenstein, we got to relax right there. And that's not what we're doing. What I'm saying is Hartenstein should have eaten in that matchup, and we didn't take advantage of it. So if you're saying the same thing I'm saying, like Hartenstein played a pretty good game, and the Knicks just didn't take advantage of that matchup, then I'm with you. But if it's one of those things that y'all are thinking that I'm bashing Hartenstein, we got to relax. Yeah. Justo's in the building. Yeah, man. Yes. I think I'm not going to lie to you, man. Justo, I ain't going to lie to you. I'm going to keep it a stack, bro. When we went down by 20, when we were down by like 18, 20, whatever it was, we went down by, I was like, it's all right, man. We'll come back. We'll do them like we did Sacramento last night. Right. But then what didn't dawn on me is it takes so much energy to come back from a 20-point deficit that I don't know if you can do that 2 nights in a row. Can a team do that 2 nights in a row? Come back from a 20-point deficit 2 nights in a row, especially when you're already fatigued. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one because we're known for being gritty. We're known for being tough, but at the same time, could we do that and at the same time be down one of your pivotal players in Josh Hart, right? With Mitch and OG coming back from injury, could you do that against a playing team? And I think in a different scenario, in a different scenario, if OG and Mitch were completely healthy, and if Josh Hart were not ejected, I would say I would like our odds of doing it, even though that's on the verge of being an impossibility. Coming back from a 20-point deficit on back-to-back nights and back-to-backs in different cities. Anybody find that strange? Back-to-back games, home and away. Thank you, in-season tournament. Anybody else blaming the in-season tournament for all these injuries? Is it just me? Audio, is it just me trying to find an excuse, blaming the in-season tournament for all these injuries that the Knicks have taken on? Is it just me? Chat, is it just me? Am I a crybaby? Should I play the crybaby meme for myself? Should I do this to myself? Should I do that to myself for blaming the in-season tournament? Wait a minute. Y'all gotta let me know. So yes, I'm a crybaby, or yes, the in-season tournament is the reason for the injuries. Justo says, you know what? Just play the crying baby. Okay, all right. Just Nick says, yes, you're a crybaby. Okay. All right. I'm a crybaby then. Hey, I'll own up to it. Right. It just happens to be. It's just I don't know. And okay. Anybody listen to the Knicks broadcast tonight? Which broadcast did you listen to? If you're in, okay, so if you're on MSG Plus, I already know what broadcast you listen to, right? If you saw it on MSG, I already know. But if you saw it on League Pass, maybe you saw the Chicago one, maybe you saw the Knicks one. I saw it on League Pass, and I still listened to the Knicks one. Right. But I'm not the only one in the last 2 weeks or so that have been doing a lot of complaining. Tom Thibodeau has been doing a lot of complaining recently. And Mike Breen, and I can feel his pain. With Mike Breen, I think Mike Breen is feeling like the season is slipping away. I don't know this to be true, but I get that sense. That he may feel that the season is slipping away. Because I can hear it in some of the things he says, like, Oh, they just knocked Jalen Brunson to the ground. When he said that, I was like, yeah, he might be. And they did knock Jalen Brunson to the ground. You know what I'm saying? But I have a sense that Mike Breen was like, you know what? This season may be getting away from us. I don't want to think that way. I honestly don't want to give in. I don't want to give in to the thought of I don't want to give in to the thought that maybe I want to give into the thought that maybe the season is slipping away. I don't want to do that. But I think that may be a thought that may be slipping into some of the Knicks fan base's heads. Some of us. Such high hopes and the injuries and things like that may have put a damper on some of the goodwill that we built up during the season. Yeah, man. All right, y'all. That's all I got. It's Friday night. I'm gonna get out of here and start my weekend. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace, everybody.